T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Never really right time obtuse, getting in the fight, cry my lose. Never really had the foul nice oops. They knock you up on 9 nights soon. Picking up the mic to spike my views. Keep it kinda like a like haikus. I'ma take the night to write my news. What's the height I wanna strike my noose? We're never really gonna understand this, why I gotta write a symphony. I'm just making use of what I know, so I'm guessing I prefer to do it rhythmically. But I never really seem to get it right. The imperfectionist is just a kid in me. Yeah, I struggle as an artist, I'm the face of definition. What? The epitome. And I've always had a problem hating on myself, stacking up my wealth to put it on a shelf and throw it down a well. And maybe I rebelled, I feed it to the devil, never would repel people that I seek to meet in evil hells. Reaching like a leash, I seek it to excel. A cheeky freak that isn't Greek up in the shell, but my mystique is just unique enough to sell. I'm a lyricist, not a rapper, broken so and not a musician. As a favor anymore, it truly doesn't matter. Never really wanna get a hit of chatter. Wanna make you smile, maybe bring some laughter, slow it down, surprise you when I hit it faster. Talking to me more, only make me matter. Welcome to
And welcome to Wolf Talk Podcast. And I am Wolf, and we have Trash Can with us today. How are you doing?
I'm great, Wolf. How are you?
I'm fantabulous. 13-hour shift between 2 jobs. I got this.
Ooh.
So tell me how you came up with Trash Can.
So it's been kind of my online moniker for gaming, stuff like that for years. And I figured it's not taken. No one's gonna name themselves that as an artist, so why not?
That's one of the major questions when I contact you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta know why, because like I don't know. Trash Can. Okay. So you got your sidekick.
Yeah, she's always around.
So obviously people will probably hear static, but it's okay. We're allowed to have tech issues every once in a while.
Yep, it always pops up at the worst time too.
Well, at least it wasn't in your recording, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Ben. I've been playing guitar for, I think, since I was 12 or so like 17 years. Picked up drums, bass, piano, all that fun stuff along the way. I started writing and producing about 10 years ago. And then, finally in, I think 2022 started releasing music.
Oh wow!
Major streaming platforms.
So you're a solo act?
Yeah. Well, the new album actually has one of my buddies helped me write a couple of the songs. So he is credited on those.
That's
but
cool.
Aside from that, yeah, all solo.
Oh, that's awesome. I wouldn't expect that with the song that I heard on Facebook.
I appreciate that.
But you're not the first person I ever met either, so don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of people out there that do their own stuff, solo acts. Sometimes they bring in band members when they especially go live or whatever.
Right.
So what got you into music? Other than the fact that did you just pick it up one day, or
Kinda. I kind of credit Guitar Hero with getting me into it. When that came out, I was like, I need to get a guitar now. This is the most fun I've ever had, and it all kind of started there. Um, back on Guitar Hero 2 with the air that the air that I breathe, or This Calling by All That Remains, kind of got me into metal, and then from there it kind of snowballed, and here we are.
so like those were your favorite influences that got you into music?
Yeah. So I'd say, early on it'd be like um, Metallica, Mudvayne, Limp Bizkit, stuff like that. Old CDs my dad had laying around. And then when I started developing my own taste, it was more metalcore, old school metalcore. So Kill Switch, All That Remains, um, even like deathcore, like Whitechapel. That was a huge one for my teenage years.
So obviously touring's probably going to be an issue.
Yeah, and on top of that, touring isn't really a plan I had. Like, I'd love to play like local shows. We have a couple venues around where I live. Plus, I'm not far from like Toledo and Cleveland, so it's not that hard of a thing. And I mean, I have friends that I can ask to kind of fill in if need be. Uh,
Well, that's kind of funny because you do know I'm like 40 minutes from you, right?
yeah, Cayuga Falls, right? However you say that.
Cuyahoga Falls, yes.
Yes,
It's close to Akron.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know you were that close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I gotta ask about the mustache.
COVID project that just kind of took a life of its own.
Really?
Yeah. So I looked absolutely atrocious for about 2 months, and then it filled in, and then maybe 2, 3 months later, the curls started coming in, and I started waxing it and all that fun stuff. So it, I'm known for it around the town.
Well,
My bar
everybody,
tabs,
same as my hair.
yeah, like my bar tabs, they would put mustache. They wouldn't even ask for a name.
That's funny, but it looks
Oh,
cool.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I haven't really seen too many people that actually wear that. So
Yeah.
what's your plans for the future as far as your music?
Well, I actually just dropped an album today, called Parasomnia. Uh, there's 10 tracks, two of which I've released previously as singles, Barren and Shattered Memories. Um, yeah, I mean, um, right now I'm kind of trying to write a more aggressive album after I come out with this one, or came out with this one. My style tends to lean more shoegazy metal. I really like layering different instruments and everything like that. But no, this next album I'm trying to do more deathcore, like old school MySpace deathcore stuff like that.
MySpace.
Yeah, the good old days.
When social media actually started.
Yeah.
So you have any videos out?
No, not yet. I don't really know what I'm gonna do as far as that goes. I think I do have to find kind of a group. Um, the only real video I have is the little solo section of Shattered Memories on my Instagram. But I would like to do videos in the future.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Especially being solo. That would be kind of cool.
Mm.
So, you said you're working on new stuff?
I am. It's I'm kind of taking inspiration from the album cover. My the same friend that helps me write is a graphic artist as well, and I bought an album cover off of him and kind of using that as inspiration as well as like some of my older deathcore influences. Um, but I only have maybe a song and a half at the moment. Excuse me. But I'm really excited for it. It's I'm going to try to be a little more aggressive, a little more grating, I guess. Um, really shine with the vocals too. I've been working on that a little more. Um, just different vocal sounds, stuff like that. Just keep it interesting.
Okay, so you put everything together yourself as well.
Yes,
You were definitely a one-man band.
it's been a learning process. If you could hear some of the stuff from 10 years ago, whew, sounds like it was recorded in Little Tyke's tape recorder in a tin can.
Oh man.
It's bad, but you got to start somewhere.
Right. So how long did it take you to make this album that you just put out?
Uh, so some of it is actually that album I was talking about, or the songs I was talking about from 10 years ago. I actually re-recorded. How many was it? One, two, three, four, five. So 5 of the 10 songs are actually re-recorded, from 10 years ago. Um, but the other 5 songs just kind of came about in about a year, give or take.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So did you have to take lessons for any of the instruments?
No, I'm completely self-taught. I've just kind of figured it out as I went. YouTube's been a big help.
For a free teacher.
Yeah, exactly. It's how I've learned to play music, do woodworking, work on my car, what have you,
Oh,
YouTube's
yeah,
invaluable.
absolutely. YouTube can teach you anything you want to learn.
Yep. You might break something at first, but you'll figure it out eventually.
You're like, well, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, and dude, we'd be lost without YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. Like the
Mhm.
first thing if you run into a problem, that's the first thing I do is grab my phone, type it out on YouTube. Like, how do you fix this?
Oh yeah.
So, I heard you went to a wedding.
Yeah, I did. Um, Turned out to be a vow renewal because they eloped a couple of years ago. That was kind of a fun surprise.
Well, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, it was pretty cute. Um, yeah, a couple of my friends that actually own a bookstore in town. Um, and yeah, it was a fun time. You know, weddings are always good times. So
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like you had an awesome day.
I mean, aside from working all day and then having to head to the wedding right after,
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah.
So, anything else you want to tell people about your music and
Um, if you are local to the Tiffin area, this is more about merch, I guess. But if you're local to the
okay.
Tiffin area, I will be doing a little run of CDs for Parasomnia at Under the Surface Records. Um, Already cleared it with Jacob, so you know, $10 a pop, easy peasy. If you're interested, but look for my new album hopefully next year. I'm gonna try to put a timeline on it. I can't promise anything because life gets in the way sometimes, but new album's definitely gonna be a little darker, a little more aggressive. So I'm very excited for it.
Awesome. So, yeah, definitely y'all need to go watch him or check his music out. I'm guessing on all platforms.
Yeah, pretty much. I have a link tree on my Facebook page and links to my music, merch, Instagram, Facebook, everything. So um, check out the link tree, see what interests you. I have electronic music, I have acoustic, I have a whole album of B-sides that range anywhere from metal to ambient music. And
One more question: do you make music for like soundtracks and stuff?
I've thought about it. Uh, One of my tracks I released in on B-sides, Escape from Paradise, is very reminiscent of like video game, like 16-bit soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that's kind of where the inspiration came from, at least. But it's something I'd be definitely interested in trying. I feel like it'd be a very good challenge.
It sort of sounded like that when you were telling me about that. I was like, well, that's something you could dabble in.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Any
Well, I just gave you an idea.
Yeah, any game designers, movie directors, whatever, hit me up. I'll try. See what we could do.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
One more question. I see your guitars in the background.
Yes. Whole bunch of them.
Love it. All right. If there's anything else,
Uh, check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you get your stuff, YouTube Music. It doesn't matter. It's on there. Look out for the local Tiffin scene. I'm going to try to get a group together, start playing some little shows here and there. And then look out for the new album next year, hopefully. Buy some merch if you want to. We got these nice little hats with my logo on it.
yeah, I
So,
like your logo.
yeah, that was also same dude that helped me write and did my next album cover. Did the logo, did everything. So hit him up, Lawrence Ray Design. He has some great designs, and he'll work with you on custom work as well. So he's on my Instagram. Check him out.
Well, awesome. Nice to meet you.
You too.
We'll definitely have to be keep in contact and future shows. Like I do shows. I'm trying to go 3 shows next year.
Okay.
I do have one show I'm working on right now. It's at the Vortex in Akron.
Okay.
It's I'm going through a rap on this one. Now Wolfapalooza, that's the summer gig. That's all genres.
Okay.
So after
Yeah,
I
I
get
mean-
this, if you're interested, just let me know.
I'll work on finding some people that would want to jump in with me, some buddies, and yeah, if I can get some gigs, I'm 100% down to play.
Yeah, I had the first event and I flopped. I had people from far away come in, and it really took a number on my bank account, which I will get back. I mean, I can file that on my taxes because I have invoices. But it's the whole fact of I gotta wait till tax time. But it took
Right.
everything I had in the bank account, so I mean.
No, I get that.
So I just shot big and went to the big venue, and I should have said started small and worked with bars and stuff and worked my way up, so that way I didn't have out of pocket costs.
Right. Yeah.
I should just be the booking agent to get people out there, and I did it wrong. I was like, whoa, if I do throw my big event, everybody in the world's gonna come. Yeah, well, no, nobody is. They're like, who in the heck is this? This is gonna fail. So that's why. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did come. I mean, I put like over 20 some thousand in, and I got $400 back.
Oh man.
So.
Hey, big ambitions get you places, though. That's what. It's
Well,
all
I
about.
mean, yeah, I know, but like I said, I invested it instead of blowing it.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it got me out there. People start noticing me. I'm not gonna lie,
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll definitely stay in touch. As soon as you get that next album out, we could do another interview.
Yeah. And I'll let you know if I can get a group together, and if you're wanting me to play, I'd definitely be down for that. So.
All right, that's awesome. We'll definitely talk soon, and I hope you have a great weekend, rest
You too.
of your day, and thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me, Wolf. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Anytime.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.